Ever wondered what it's like to live somewhere that seems straight out of a science fiction movie or a fairy tale? Well, today I'm taking you on a journey to the top 10 strangest places people actually call home. From underground cities in Australia to floating villages in Cambodia, and even a town in Alaska where almost everyone lives in one giant building, these places are as real as they are bizarre. Each spot has its own wild story, shaped by impossible geography, extreme weather, or pure human creativity. Buckle up as we dive into the weirdest, coolest, and most mind-blowing homes on Earth. Imagine a town where the real action happens beneath your feet. Picture a place so unique it's almost as if you've stepped onto another planet, a place where the sun-baked Earth hides a secret world below. Welcome to Coober Pedy, Australia, a remote outback town where nearly every resident has chosen to live underground. Here, the relentless desert sun can push temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius, making life on the surface nearly impossible during the summer months. To survive, locals have built an entire community beneath the ground, creating a cool, sheltered haven away from the harsh climate. Locals call their homes dugouts, ingenious caves carved into the soft, workable sandstone. These underground dwellings stay at a comfortable temperature year-round, providing natural insulation from the scorching heat above and the chilly nights. Inside, you'll find cozy living rooms, bedrooms, and even kitchens, all hidden beneath the surface. But it's not just homes down here. Shops, hotels, and even churches are tucked away in these winding tunnels, creating a full subterranean world. Visitors can sleep in underground hotels, shop for souvenirs, or attend a service in a church carved from rock, all without ever seeing the blazing sun. Above ground, the only clues to this hidden city are the chimneys and ventilation pipes poking out of the red earth. The landscape is so otherworldly, with its barren, rocky terrain, that filmmakers have used Coober Pedy as a stand-in for Mars and other alien worlds in science fiction movies. Residents take pride in their unique homes, decorating their underground spaces with art, modern furniture, and personal touches. Some have even transformed their dugouts into luxurious retreats, complete with spacious living areas, stylish decor, and all the comforts you'd expect above ground. Coober Pedy is also world famous for its opal mines. Many residents are miners, and as they dig for precious opals, they often expand their homes, creating new rooms and tunnels in search of the next big find. Living underground isn't just about beating the heat, it's a way of life that fosters an interwoven community. Neighbors gather in cool, shadowy spaces to share stories, celebrate, and support one another, making Coober Pedy a truly special place to call home. So next time you're feeling the heat, remember, there's a whole town thriving in the cool, quiet shadows beneath the earth, where life flourishes far from the blazing sun. Off England's coast, rusted metal towers rise from the North Sea. These are the Monsul Sea forts. Rising out of the North Sea like rusted alien outposts, the Monsul forts were built during World War II to protect the UK from German aircraft. Long abandoned by the military, one of these bizarre structures has become something even stranger, a self-proclaimed independent nation. Yes, people actually live here, running their own country with passports and a flag, surrounded by endless ocean. Supplies arrive by boat, storms shake the structure, and the sense of adventure is unmatched. Some forts became pirate radio stations or art projects, while others simply rust away. Whether inhabited or not, they're a haunting reminder of wartime ingenuity and human adaptability. And if you want to escape the crowds, how about visiting your very own fortress in the sea? In the sprawling metropolis of Cairo, Egypt, lies Mansheya Nasir, an area more widely recognized by its striking nickname, Garbage City. This unique neighborhood is home to thousands of people, many of whom belong to the Zabaleen community. For generations, the Zabaleen have made their living by collecting, sorting, and recycling the city's waste, a task that most would shy away from, but which they have turned into a vital and intricate livelihood. Remarkably, the Zabaleen recycle up to 80% of the waste they gather, a rate that far surpasses most modern cities around the world. Their expertise in sorting, repairing, and repurposing discarded items is unmatched, and their work forms the backbone of Cairo's informal recycling system. In Mansheya Nasir, entire families work side by side, transforming what others throw away into valuable resources. Children, parents, and grandparents all contribute, turning trash into treasure and finding creative ways to reuse almost everything. Despite the tough living conditions, there is a strong sense of unity and mutual support. Neighbors help each other, sharing resources and lending a hand when needed, creating a close-knit community that thrives even in adversity. At the very heart of Garbage City stands the breathtaking Cave Church, a massive sanctuary carved directly into the cliffs of Mokatam Mountain. This church is not only a place of worship but also a symbol of hope and resilience for the community. Its walls are adorned with vibrant murals and intricate carvings, telling stories of faith, perseverance, and the enduring spirit of the people who call Mansheya Nasir home. Life here is not easy, but the residents have built a strong sense of community and resilience. They gather for celebrations, support each other through hardships, and find joy in small moments. Neighbors look out for one another, sharing what little they have and working together to overcome daily obstacles. The residents' determination to improve their surroundings and their lives is evident in every corner, from the colorful murals to the small gardens they nurture. Mansheya Nasir is a powerful example of how hardship can be transformed into opportunity, and how a community can thrive against all odds. Imagine a village where the only way to get around is by boat. Welcome to Geethorn, Netherlands. Nicknamed the Venice of the North, this peaceful village is navigated by boat, bike, or on foot. With no roads, just canals and wooden bridges, residents glide along in silent whisper boats past thatched cottages and flower gardens. Even the mail arrives by boat, and the village is free from car noise and pollution. In winter, canals freeze and everyone switches to ice skates. Settled by peat farmers centuries ago, Geethorn is now a haven for those seeking a slower, nature-filled life. It's peaceful, picturesque, and a world away from traffic jams and honking horns. Daily chores become mini-boat adventures and neighbors wave as they pass on the water. Despite its appearance, Geethorn isn't just for tourists. Real families live here year-round using boats as casually as city dwellers use bikes or cars. Sometimes the best way to get around is to float. In the dusty desert of southern Tunisia lies Matmata, a town where people live in traditional Berber homes dug into the earth. These underground dwellings are built around a central pit, with rooms carved into the surrounding walls. Why? Like Coober Pedy, the ground offers natural insulation against scorching heat. You might even recognize these homes. They served as the filming location for Luke Skywalker's childhood home on Tatooine in the original Star Wars. But these aren't simply just movie props. Families have lived here for centuries, digging homes into the earth around open-air courtyards. The thick walls keep things cool in the heat and warm at night, a design that stood the test of time. Inside you'll find colorful rugs and pottery, blending tradition with comfort. Some caves are now hotels so you can sleep like a Jedi for a night. Families pass down their pit homes through generations, living side by side with their livestock and traditions in a world largely unchanged by modernity. In southern Spain, Setenil Del Las Bodegas is a town where homes and cafes are built directly beneath massive rock overhangs, taking the phrase, living under a rock, to a whole new level. These natural shelters provide perfect shade in summer and warmth in winter. The whitewashed buildings blend into the cliffs, creating a surreal fusion of nature and architecture. Locals relax in rock-covered bars, sipping coffee under stone ceilings. For Setenil's residents, living under a boulder is just part of daily life. Some houses are built fully into caves, while others simply incorporate the stone into one side of the home. Walking the streets here feels surreal, like nature and architecture have merged. Cafes nestle under stone ceilings and people casually sip coffee in the shadow of a cliff. It's one of the few places where you can truly say you're living under a rock, and mean it. In Whittier, Alaska, nearly everyone lives in one building, the Big Itch Towers. Whittier is a remote Alaskan town that's home to around 200 residents, and almost all of them live under one roof. This 14-story structure houses apartments, a grocery store, school, post office, and more, all under one roof. So why do they do this? Harsh winters and fierce winds make Whittier one of the more isolated places in the U.S. Living together in one building helps residents stay safe, warm, and connected. That's why during these times, especially residents barely step outside, moving through hallways to get to work, school, and friends. The isolation creates a tight-knit community where neighbors become like family. Whittier's unique setup is a clever solution to harsh Alaskan life. It's a real-life snow fortress where sticking together is the key to survival. Despite being remote, Whittier is a fully functional town, just one that all fits under a single roof. On Cambodia's Tonle Sap Lake, entire villages float on the water. Homes, schools, and markets all rise and fall with the lake's level. Life here revolves around boats. Kids paddle to school, neighbors visit by canoe, and floating gardens provide food. During the rainy season, the lake swells, lifting the whole village. In the dry season, homes settle near the banks. Despite floods and storms, the community spirit is unbreakable. Tourists come to see this waterbound way of life, but for locals, it's just home. The floating villages prove that with creativity, people can thrive anywhere. Despite challenges like limited access to clean water and healthcare, these communities are remarkably self-sufficient and resilient. Tonle Sap is a powerful reminder of human adaptability. High in the Peruvian Andes sits Lainkonada, the world's highest permanent settlement at over 16,000 feet. It's a gold mining town with no running water, no plumbing, and very limited infrastructure. Yet thousands of people live here. The town is a chaotic maze of shacks perched on a glacier's edge. The high altitude makes breathing difficult and temperatures often stay below freezing. Yet the allure of gold brings people in from all over the country. Miners work under extreme and often unsafe conditions. Despite the harshness and large amounts of visitors, families are still able to build homes, send kids to school, and support each other. There's a unique camaraderie here. Everyone faces the same daily battles. Life is tough, but hope and determination keep the community going. And as for the large amount of miners, there's a law in the area called Cachorreo, where miners work for free for weeks, in the hope that one day of work, when they can keep any gold they find, will make it worthwhile. Lainkonada shows just how far people will go to chase a dream, as well as humanity's versatility. Tristan da Cunha is the world's most remote inhabited island. Sitting in the vast expanse of the South Atlantic Ocean, over 1,700 miles from the nearest continent. This tiny volcanic outpost is so isolated that it's often called the edge of the world, surrounded by endless blue waters and dramatic cliffs. With no airport and just one small village, reaching Tristan da Cunha is an adventure in itself. The only way to get here is by taking a 6-day boat journey across unpredictable seas, braving the elements and the open ocean. Supply ships arrive just a handful of times each year, making every arrival a major event for the islanders. Life here is refreshingly simple and deeply connected to nature. Everyone on the island farms the land, fishes the surrounding waters, and shares what they have with their neighbors. There are no supermarkets or shopping malls, just a spirit of cooperation and self-sufficiency that keeps the community thriving. The community is incredibly tight-knit. About 250 residents, many of whom are related, make important decisions together and celebrate milestones as one big family. Whether it's a wedding, a birthday, or a harvest festival, everyone comes together to mark the occasion. There are no cars on Tristan da Cunha, just a handful of tractors to help with farming and transport. There's no rush hour, no traffic jams, just the sound of the wind, the crash of the waves, and the sight of wild, untamed sea views stretching to the horizon. People gather for lively festivals, traditional dances, and the all-important potato farming season, which brings everyone together to work the fields. It's a peaceful, old-fashioned way of life, where time seems to slow down and the outside world feels a million miles away. Here, people value simplicity, tradition, and the beauty of their natural surroundings. Tristan da Cunha proves you don't need much to be happy, just good neighbors, a strong sense of community, and a beautiful place to call home. On this remote island, happiness is found in the little things and in the bonds that tie everyone together. Well, there you have it, folks. From underground cities and desert caves to floating villages and sea forts, these are some of the strangest places on Earth where people not only live, but thrive. Which one surprised you the most? Could you see yourself living in any of these? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more amazing travel content from the far corners of the world. Until next time, keep exploring the extraordinary.